church.
Yep, Live Oak Baptist Church. All right, guys, welcome back to the Average Day in the Life of the Heathen. I am the Heathen. This is Gilbert Ordonez right here. This is Gilbert Ordonez. He's one of the local homeless right now, right, Gilbert? You're one of the homeless.
I'm homeless.
Okay, this church right here, the Live Oak Baptist Church across the street. You went and you asked them, tell me the story.
I tried to go Sunday because I felt messed up about the church over here on 32nd and
33rd, you mean? The gay church over there?
Yeah. They discriminated on me. But anyway, I tried to come over here. I was hot. And I figured, well, let me come in this Sunday. Let me ask the man if I can join the service. I went to the door. He came to the door and I said, sir, do you mind if I come in and join service? And he told me no. He said, hell no, you're not welcome.
Did he actually use those words, hell no?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Heathen ass. We got to peek around the corner. It looked like you.
I wonder if it was the actual preacher over there. Because one day, let me tell you about this preacher, man. One day they had a guy came here to my driveway, had my driveway blocked. I was coming home. I said, dude, you need to move. He said, nope, you need to go on. I said, dude, that's my driveway. I said, man, you need to move so I can get in there. He said, nope, you need to go on. I said, dude, that is my driveway. You need to move so I can get in. So the dude, he looked at me and he yelled, you stupid fucking cracker, burn him out, and went over there and parked in the parking lot and went into the church, right? So I went over there and I went into the church and I called Sharon Lewis. Sharon Lewis is our city councilwoman who just happens to be the bookkeeper of that church. I told her what happened. You know what? She threw me out the church and they...
I want to make a report on that.
Well, listen. I just told you they called me a cracker, right? So the preacher, he calls me like a couple of days later. He catches me outside. He said, hey, man, come here. He said, Sharon said you came in the church and you was making a scene, a disturbance. So I told him what happened, how the dude called me a cracker. So I went in there and I told her what went on. They come out laughing at me and everything. I said, man, the dude come to my house calling me a cracker, racial slurs, blocked my driveway, anything. The black preacher man, he says, so? That's what he told me. He said, so standing right there in that street. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all, I try to do my best to get along. Like across the street, me and him really good friends. But this preacher man, I told him that day, I said, so? You can ask Joey. Then I tell him, I said, so I don't come to your house and call you a fucking nigger. You don't come to mine and call me a goddamn cracker. Did I not tell him those exact words?
Yep.
Yep. I was going to beat his ass. One time they was blowing their leaves, Gilbert. They blew all their leaves from all them trees. I mean, literally had the blowers. They was blowing them over here into our yard. Remember that shit, Joey? Yep. And I went over there and I told him, I said, that shit ain't going to work. I said, dude. So let me tell you what I think about this Christianity is shit, because it's a lie. You're a liar. You're a liar. Now, the true religion, you want the true religion, go to Pastor Charles Dow. Now, Charles Dow, Gilbert, he'd kill you, man. And that man would break you in half. He's a true man of God. He'd kill you, man. He might try to work you to try to change you.
Bless all the evilness off of him.
Huh?
He might try to bless all the evilness off of him.
He might. Charles Dow is a really good dude, man. But
never, ever done anything to these people to deserve to be treated like that. You're supposed to be the man of the Lord.
Supposed to be the church, that's right. Anybody, you're supposed to come as you are. Now let me ask you something. You're openly homosexual, right? You're openly gay.
Well, I don't hide it.
Yeah. He don't hide. Yeah, he don't hide it. He tells the truth about it all the way.
Because what you do in the dark come out in the light.
Sure does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, I felt real fucked up with them people.
That is fucked up, though, man. That is fucked up.
Yeah, that preacher man ain't no good. They ain't no good. They're not no good people.
So, Ray and Roseanne used Eddie like 4 or 5 weeks ago again to do the drive. Matter of fact, Eddie stopped by, gave you $5 over there at your homeless camp. He gave you $5, and after he was done with you, he came by visiting me. And he was showing me all the pictures of the drywall that he did for Ray and Roseanne. Said they owe him like $900 in wages, and they ain't paid him a dime.
I went looking for Ray and them. Ray and Roseanne too. I couldn't find nothing.
I called and talked to them last night. Roseanne's lying through her teeth, but she lies so much it ain't even funny, man. It ain't even funny, man. She said, no, Eddie ain't even been there to see her. But now Eddie, I almost killed Eddie when we was kids, right? When we was about 17. Yeah, I beat his ass with that hammer, huh? He's the one. Joey says he thinks I gave him brain damage, man. But, me and Eddie was tight, was we not? Did I tell you why I did that? Man, the dude took that. Joey Madrano stole that Attaby chain from Pumpkin. Went and sold it, did the dope with Eddie, and for that dope, Eddie went and told my mom that he seen me breaking in the house stealing that chain. That's why I beat him with that ball peen hammer that night, almost killed his dumb ass.
That's when you went to jail. My daddy came and got you, huh?
No. When your daddy came and got me out of jail, that's when I was going to kill Shiloh with that axe. Don't you remember that? I came to Latino Royal Lounge, and I came to the club where your daddy owned that club. Shiloh was out there. And I came there first, and then I came in the alley. I called him in the alley over in the alley next to my mom's house. My mom called the cops, Sammy Martinez. That's the first time Sammy Martinez busted me. No, your daddy didn't get me out that time. The next time whenever he got me out, when I went to jail for the burglary of the Habitat. When I was about 15 years old, right? Yeah, that's how come you say you're a brother, because we're brothers, because I grew up in your house, huh?
You've always been my brother from another
And
mother.
you probably be telling people lies that I'm the one that taught you how to fight.
No? I told a few people.
Like Mickey does. Mickey be telling everybody it's my fault that he got those assault charges, man. How many times you been to prison? You told me the other night. 5 times. You said you was a 5-time loser? Yeah. Who was it that is working right now? Oh, Gabriel's working. You know Gabriel got a job?
Where at? Dollar store again?
Fuck no, he been working for Home Depot for like over a year now.
Where,
About a
here in
year.
Garland?
Fuck no, he lives the other side of Houston, man. He lives a long ways from here. So Gabriel, you know Gabriel Stongoblast, he actually got the shit tattooed to his fucking face, man. He Stongoblast, he got a job. I called him and talked to him. I told him, I said, say, man, you need to come pick up a package over here in Galveston behind Popeyes, man. It's addressed to you. That's what I told Ray and Roseanne, too. But then they found out you was the package. They said, hell no. I said, Gilbert the package, man. Y'all need to come get him. Take him. Well, they need Gabriel maybe the other side of Houston, man. It ain't that they don't love you, man. Listen, now you got to tell the truth. How many times you fucked over everybody that ever tried to help you, man?
Shit, how many times they fucked over me?
You stole all the Ray's shit from the house that day.
Right.
He got that shit from pawn shops to sit with your
You know,
boots and jewelry. And then he worked you in Houston, and he didn't pay you, and you busted up his shit.
busted it up.
What was it? What was it? You bought like a brand new
Ford
excursion?
Excursion.
Yeah, brand new excursion. And wasn't there another car too? Didn't you do 2 of them?
Used truck, but it was nice.
It was a nice one, yeah. See, you did about $10,000 for them.
$900, so I tell you what.
He owed you
ain't got no
$900.
money now, you ain't got no way to make no money.
He done got that shit back. They've been ripping people off, Gilbert. They
Doing all
still,
that-
they doing to people what they did to
cocaine
you,
that
man.
fine.
Oh, yeah. You know, whenever Ray got that half a million, you remember?
That's where all my money's going. You saying you ain't got paid for the jobs we did.
He was doing
And I know
cocaine
you're
still,
alive.
right? Powder, right?
He's in there doing piles of cocaine on the office table, which was a.
That's why I won't do no work for them. You know that, right? You know they try to get me to work for them. I already know who and what they are.
You know what I love about
I ain't that stupid.
Man, I was so blessed today. I went in at the donut palace twice today. I did
Somebody smoking
breakfast,
some of
they
that
left
dro
my
with you,
game.
huh?
Huh? Well, he smoked
You know,
pot.
yeah, you can get weed, dro. It's good, hydro. It's good weed.
Yeah,
You can
but
get
you
good
know-
weed around here. It's still a misdemeanor. You can have a fucking like an ounce on you. It's just a misdemeanor.
Today, so it's been about.
But there's some good shit, man. It's called, what's that shit? It's a dab.
THC
The pens, yeah, the pens.
Or
That's
you
that
could
shit.
get the straight THC, the wax, the dab.
That shit is a felony. Those cartridges and shit, that's a
I
felony.
tell y'all something you ain't believe. I love coming over here sitting in the shade with y'all.
Yeah, we know what
And
you're
you know
doing,
what?
man.
Yeah, I want to tell y'all something. I don't feel 100% safe no more with this. There ain't nobody come fuck with me.
Man, how many
Now,
people
I
you
did
done
try
stabbed
to-
the shit out of? You talking about you worried about being safe.
With a stick, and I stick with that stick next to me and that knife in my hand.
I know, I didn't think I'd ever hear you
If
talk
you
about
come-
you worried
if
about
you
being
come-
safe.
If you come anywhere in my bubble
I got news for you, man. For defending themselves, you do a really good job. I've known everything you've been doing out here. I've known you've done had a few fights since you've been out, and I've known all the whole story. I mean, you're kind of a little quick to attack, but that's just because motherfuckers come up scare you, and you're quick to bust their ass. You need some pepper spray. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Let me tell you something.
You don't look. There he is, right there. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Look, he just stood up.
When you make that man fear,
Hacksaw Jim
He's gonna
Duggan.
get you.
He coming after you with that 2x4.
like
It was a 2x4, right?
Only difference between him and me is when you make me feel scared, I'm gonna whack you with an axe handle. I ain't gonna tell nobody who gave it to me.
You mean a sledgehammer, right? A fiberglass sledgehammer. Ain't nothing wrong with, look, man, that was trash, man. Yeah, I gave you that back, fiberglass sledgehammer.
Yep.
If you hit somebody with it, that's you, not me.
If I ever hit anybody with that, I can guarantee you they had it coming.
Huh?
Yes, they did. No bullshit. If I ever hit anybody with my yellow cane, they had it coming.
You don't have it now, do you?
You got damn right. It's over there at at the caddy shack.
Oh, I'm talking about with you right now.
No, I got my little filet knife. Oh, this one's a little bit
Got you
better.
another one. It got a little point on it. That's a shank. No, go ahead, man. That looks like a nice little paring knife. That looks a pretty nice one, man.
It is.
Yeah, let me see that. Am I gonna make me cut my finger, man?
I
Look
want
at
you
this.
to see how sharp that bitch is. That when I hit you in that gut,
Damn,
it just, lift
this
it
is a
up.
good one.
And all your
Hey, man, you know I can throw knives pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I can stick this in that pole from right here. This is a good one.
Do it.
Yeah, this is a good one. I
That
kind of
right
like it.
there.
It's balanced real good.
I was gonna stab my friend today.
You're gonna stab your friend today. God damn, man.
He charged me with a broomstick, and I said, "Boy, if you ever come at me with a broomstick again, I'll kill you." And I pulled this bitch out so fast. I said, "You think it's a goddamn game?" And then
I think, what you been total in prison? Total is about what? About 17
21
years?
years altogether.
21?
Yes,
I was thinking 17.
21.
You been in prison for 21 years?
Yes,
God
sir.
damn.
The longest stretch I ever did day for day was a 7.
7 years. Yeah, I think
First one was
5.
5 on a 5, 7 on a 7, a 4 on a 4, another 4 on a 4.
on the 5 on a 5 though, wasn't it more like 20 years, but all of them got ran together?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, they gave you like,
It was a burglary, habitation, attempt to commit murder, and a sexual assault charge.
well, you stabbed somebody.
And
The attempt to murder.
For 5 years, so that should tell you. I
Oh, you
didn't take
signed
no-
for that shit.
I didn't. Well, yeah, it was a plea bargain. They offered it to me, so that should tell you. Knew, and everybody else said, "I didn't fucking take no dick or no booty for somebody. How can you do that? How? I mean, maybe you can take some action.
No, the sexual assault came in because it was underage, man.
I don't give a fuck.
It's 15.
I did not.
Well, tell that story, Benji. Open up that can of worms. A 15-year-old black kid. You told me the story one time.
Goddamn black kid. The boy's name was Hector Perez.
Oh, it was a Mexican kid, huh?
What the fuck I'm gonna do something cool like that? I don't even like
Wasn't he like your seller or something?
No, he was
Or you rented your car to him or
The
something?
man lived right above Campos on 29th, 28th and P, man. I broke in his mama's house. stole some
Yeah, that's right. I heard that. That's right. You broke into his house, stole something. That's right.
I never touched that kid sexually, man. That kid was a gangbanger, or wanted to be anyway, and he was 16, wasn't no 15.
16.
The only thing I ever was wrong was letting him use my car when he didn't have no driver's license. That's it. That's it. I just don't take stuff like that.
Well, you know,
That's the safest thing.
if you had some really juicy, that's what I meant to tell you. If you had something really juicy, some information, really juicy, worth it, that, like Sylvia, what I asked you the other night, if you could come up with the answer to that question, I guarantee you get 90 days in a really nice hotel.
I know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you or anybody else. Sorry about that.
Hey, you get you 90 days in it.
Constitutional right. I don't have to tell you a motherfucker.
It's constitutional right. Where you get that shit from? You know you got that shit from me, goddammit. Constitutional right.
You or anybody else, police.
Hey, man,
FBI,
listen, that's what I'm telling you. Listen, pay
Your ass
attention.
ain't gonna be able to save me when the man come and get my funky ass.
Yeah, they won't come after
No, they
you.
won't. No, but what I'm saying is, if I
90 days in the San Luis Hotel. You get paid.
person, shit, man, any bitch ain't gonna come and save me. The goddamn man come to plug my ass. Hell, man.
He ain't gonna come
Listen,
stick you, man.
All I can tell you is she gone.
20, 30 years, about 30, some odd, 37 years, huh? How long has it been? Do you know?
That happened like in 90.
19, what is the year we in now? 25? So it's 35 years ago. Sylvia got stabbed to death right there on Avenue
And
Q
you
and
know
31st at that store. The little store, it's like a garage now.
I don't know what to say. I know one thing.
Everybody, she was good to everybody.
She's gone.
Tell me, was she good to everybody or not?
She was good to everybody.
Yeah. She was good to everybody, man. She gave everybody credit. Huh?
Yeah.
He said he know the answer, but he ain't telling me.
Every place Sylvia Salinas ever moved to, I helped her move.
Say, man, you know the San Luis is a nice hotel, right?
Yeah.
Get you 30 days up in there rent free. All you got to do is provide the evidence.
I ain't gonna provide a motherfucking thing when I got a hotel.
Yeah, but it's not as nice as the San Luis, man. I put you up in first class, man. First class.
Just think you have running water, a full bath.
Yeah, kitchen,
I go
dishes,
down in them dollar store and take a full bath.
kitchen, dishes, bed, comfortable bed, blankets. Hey, housekeeping, maids to come in and clean your house for
I
you.
hand to God. I ain't no snitch. Sorry about that. I'd like to help you, but I can't. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Joey Sylvia was dead long before you was ever even thought of. How old are you? 27 now? 28, right?
28.
Little Gilbert was a
7
year
years.
old. It's been
Little Gilbert was
34
a year
years
old.
ago. 34 years ago. Hey, hey.
Gilbert was a year old, huh? You remember little Gilbert used to be scared to death of that Chucky doll. You remember that shit? Yeah, Chucky, it was a trip, man. That little Chucky doll, he'd run, crying, screaming.
What's going on today?
Huh?
What's going on today?
Same thing I would do every day.
You know what I want, like to have?
I used to have a friend like that that was scared of the Chucky doll.
Coffee $7 a cup now, man.
Last night I get it for free.
Where you get coffee at free?
Yeah, it's a donut palace, man. What you talking about? I get kolache, 2 kolaches and a big old sweet donut.
That girl gives you donuts and shit?
The mama, the lady gives
The
me
lady,
donuts.
says the lady works in there, yeah.
And the pretty lady.
I've only seen the one. There's 2 of them that works in there. Maybe they got a new one.
Yeah, one of them looks like the lady used to work at the store over there on the...
Like a Mexican chick, little heavy set Mexican chick.
Like the 35th Street kind of reminds me of that lady there. She's just a little bit shorter. But you know, they all love me, man.
So, have you been getting high today at all?
Yes, I did.
I thought you told me you quit.
I smoked some pot.
You would, no, I'm talking about the meth,
Well,
man.
No, I ain't done none of that in a couple days. This day number
Couple of
two.
days, this is day number 2,
3.
day number 3.
Yeah, because I like to roll the bowl.
I don't know nothing about that shit. I don't know nothing about it.
Well, I don't know nothing about it either.
Well,
But
no.
that is
Say, man.
GPD, unmarked GPD.
You know, the thing is, it really could be. You know that, right?
Riding around like that.
That's what they're riding around in.
You can't
The
see-
DA, too. Hey, the
You can't see
DA.
where it says police because it's
Was you here when David came over?
But if
We
it's up,
seen those around.
hey.
David came over, he was driving a Suburban.
Who
He
did?
took David Simon.
Oh, I don't know.
David Simon, he's the lead investigator for the district attorney's office now.
They retired from the.
He retired GPD as a sergeant. He's the one that actually, he was a training officer over Caldwell. He did a bad job training Caldwell. Caldwell's a real tyrannical piece of shit. But Caldwell killed somebody. He got promoted. When he all that shit, David quit. David retired, right? Because they didn't report, promote him to lieutenant, remember?
You know what I want? I want to go to the dollar store today. I got the money. I can grab about.
I'm thinking about 4 minutes this goes off. How much money you got?
I got about $3.
What you gonna get with $3?
I don't know, some cookies, and maybe a bag of chips or a cheap soda or something.
So, being homeless,
That's
where do you get
$1.
your food at, being homeless?
Yeah.
You eat every day, right?
Yes, sir. I go to Domino's.
And our daily bread, do you go to our daily bread?
Yes, I do. I was there this morning.
Uh,
I
just-
ate breakfast and lunch over
oh, you
there.
get breakfast and lunch? What they give you for lunch?
We had potato salad
Sounds
and
good.
some kind of pork sandwich, looked like something you get from Queen's Barbecue.
Oh, really?
About
Good
that,
shit,
about
huh?
that. It was a barbecue.
Damn, hell, I need to start going over
Yeah,
there.
what they give you for
It was
breakfast?
pretty nice. And for breakfast, what did we have today? It was a donut and some grits.
It's all free, our daily bread. That's pretty cool they give you that shit, but
And then I went to St. Vincent's after that for a snack time and a fish.
they lay you back at St. Vincent's
No,
after you beat up that guy?
Because the lady told me to go back over. She said, the lady that told you not to come, she ain't got authority to tell you that.
Well, you've been
Also, when I
trespassing
went over
there.
today, that black lady said, well, I got to tell you, you are banned from the property.
You
Can't
trespassed,
use it." She went and
yeah.
got the fat dude said, he's banned from here, right? She said, yes, he is.
'Cause you
I said, "All
headbutt that
well,
guy."
I'll let y'all." I said, see you later. I said, see you later.
That's because you headbutt that
I
dude.
bet you- Yes, I did. I headbutted the fuck out of him. Because you know what?
He asked for it.
He made me feel threatened and he got in my bubble. And I don't give a fuck who you are. You get in my bubble,
Yeah, very dangerous,
I'm
huh?
going to get you, sucker.
If they get in your bubble, they just better do what they got to do real fast,
hurry up
huh?
and do
Don't
what
come
they
up
gotta
there
do.
talking about it.
Don't.
Just come up there and do it.
Don't.
Yeah, you told me the story. The guy actually told you get us a chingasos or something, right?
Shit to me. If you that goddamn man, you in my bubble.
Didn't he tell you that? Get us a chingasos?
You ain't got time for it.
And what'd you say? You raised your hands. You say, you sure you want to do this? And did some karate to
I
him.
know you don't want this. I know that's not what you want. I know it ain't. So now you kind of looking at them hands, kind of. You don't know which one's gonna come down and slap the shit out of you. So whenever you do that, and I see you done lost focus. Cause see, you don't never take your eyes off a man's eyes. When I'm mad at you or we got a problem, I'm looking you in your face at your eyes. You know why? Because look at my eyes. You can see my whole body. You can see my hands, my legs.
The eyes tell you where the body's gonna move.
That's right. So when you see what, no, you look into the man's eyes.
I already know. Always
Don't
looking
look at his hands, because if you look at my hand, you done lost that.
So in prison, you actually
Look at
did
his
fight
eyes.
training, right?
You look at the eyes.
You didn't just fight. You actually did fight training in prison, right? People taught you how to fight, shit like that.
I wouldn't say that. I just had a lot of fights to learn.
Oh, I know you did. You fought all. Hell, you had a lot of fights before you went to prison, fool. You don't remember being on the seawall, man?
I did a lot of fighting up there too. Remember when I whooped Shiloh up there?
I remember all the fights on the seawall. It was all the time.
Good times up there.
I did too. Had a lot of fights in the seawall. Matter of fact, you remember the time I had the fight with Shiloh in y'all's living room, don't you?
Yeah,
That
that's
big
when you
black
hit my friend.
motherfucker.
That's when you hit my friend with a hammer.
I hit another one with it. That was a different time at Brian. I whipped his ass too. That's right. I didn't hit him with a hammer, but I should have left a nasty knot on it. Look. When I left that knot on your head, I hit you with my hands, man, not with a hammer.
Hit that boy with a hammer.
When I know I left one on your head one time too. It was with a goddamn. It was with my hand, motherfucker. Yeah, because I remember your dad got on my ass,
Set your
man.
ass on fire one time with that deputy court. Your daddy rode all the way from your grandma's house all the way to what's the man used to have the paint and body shop? Mr. Cruz.
Oh, Mr. Cruz out.
That boy rode. I ain't never seen somebody roll with them arms.
Well, you made a torch, right?
With that deputy court, you can't have a lot of that. I ain't never seen him. Told David Pierce, said, man, punch the gas. Cause get up, he gonna
I'm
kill
coming
you.
up. I'm going to yank him out the car.
We
That's
burn
why he
that,
sprayed me
boy.
with the WD-40 and a lighter, because I said, okay, motherfucker, that's it. I yanked the door up. I said, you coming out. You taking an ass whipping now.
Yanked the door open.
That motherfucker sprayed me
think
with
it was little Mickey
WD-40, a
that
little
locked
fucking fire, made a torch on me, man.
So Bobby Joe's trying to open it, pull the window. So I said, I got myself ready. I said, I leaned back like he on the seat. And I had a big light like this. Go on, open the door. And he unlocked the door, and Bobby Joe grabbed him and pulled that seat up like that. I just sprayed the old WD-40 can and lit that lighter. Ooh-wee. I ain't never seen a man roll like as fast as he did. But you know what? I love him. I love him to death. This is my brother from another mother. I don't care what nobody says.
Well, I got to go inside and do some cooking, man.
Oh, man.
You know you're on live CCTV, right? You see the two cameras right looking at. There's one looking at you, one following the trucks. There's 8 of them all around the house. There's 12 over there and 8 over there.
I walk by here some nights and some mornings, hoping I catch somebody fucking with any of these vehicles.
Everybody, there's all kinds of cameras out here.
Then I will feel authorized to tear your ass up. And you won't even know why.
Authorized.
Man, cause you fucking with my brother-in-law, you fucking with my brother's truck and my nephew's shit. And my brother's wife's shit. That's why. That's why I tore your ass up. Now we're gonna wait right here till they come out. When they hear you screaming, I'm sure they're gonna come out.
Well, I need to
When they
make
start
another
hearing
some
that
food.
goddamn whack, whack,
You want me
whack
to cook
with
your
that
food
stick.
too?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want food to eat? Well, I gotta go cook food,
What's
man.
cooking tonight?
I'm gonna make Linda a cheeseburger and french fries.
Oh man, you lucky Linda.
Yeah, what am I making you, Joey?
Hamburger helper,
What kind of hamburger helper?
cheesy enchilada.
Oh,
Let me ask you something, Joey. Last night you bought a family-size enchilada dinner for 5 people. What'd you do with it?
I didn't buy no enchilada dinner. I bought a lasagna dinner.
Oh, lasagna. It serves 5 every time. He buys a 5 people lasagna, sometimes 2 a week. He cook it. I tried to get a bite from him one day, man. He threw his hands over it. He said, no, No, there's not enough. And then he says, no, you can't eat it. It's pork. Because I don't eat pork.
I really did read
Against
the
my
ingredient
religion.
that had pork.
It's against my religion. Yeah, see.